So, um, I wish you all warmly welcome to this guide on covering the usual rare boss spawns I usually check. Uh, so let's get starting. Start off going from depot. Gonna use a time ring to get faster. The bosses that exist in Edron that's worth checking are the vampire boss, the bog raider boss, and the rotworm boss. The first we are going to check is the vampire. We'll zoom in on the map so you guys can see clearer. This boss can drop an item called a Vampire Lord token, which is estimated value to be around 340k to about 500. The boss normally spawns around here, this area. If there is no boss, you will clearly see which one is a boss. You may leave the spawn. Next up is the bog raider boss. It's very close to the vampire boss. If you see on my map, I already got it marked. And the bog raider boss name is Schlog. Schlog can drop two items that are pretty rare: the glass of goo and the goo shell. The goo shell's value is estimated to around 5 to 10 kk, and the value of the goo shell I would say is around 2 to 5 kk. The bog raider boss spawns around here, and there is a way to see if he's here. There should be a lot of smoking coals spawned on the ground. To encounter this boss, you need to take the smoking coals and place them on each empty coal basin to weaken the Schlog. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 empty coal basins. So there is no Schlog because there is no smoking coals, so we can leave the spawn. On to the next boss, the rotworm boss, also called the white pale because of his color of skin. It's a white rotworm boss which is hard to miss, and the boss can drop either a horn. It's a horn is a ring with armor 1. Let's continue. Either the horn or the, let's see here, what else it drop? The albino plate. The prices of the horn and the albino plate varies a lot from server to server, but the horn is somewhere between 2 to 5 kk, while the albino plate is slightly less. This is the first boss spawn. This rotworm boss can spawn in 3 different locations. We will be covering all the locations in this video. This is the spawn of the white pale in Edron. Seems like someone's been hunting here, and there is no white corpse, so the boss has not been slain within at least 4 hours. So we may now leave the spawn. We are now gonna head over to Liberty Bay, where we are going to check for the second of 3 rotworm boss spawns. Since we said earlier, the white pale can spawn in 3 different locations. One is in Edron, one is in Liberty Bay, and one is in Darashia. some people you only check one, but since the boss can spawn in either of these three locations, it's usually best to check the three of them. So we are now gonna head to the boat. Heading to Liberty Bay and running from here. You take west from Liberty Bay, and I got it marked on my map. It says Rotworms. This Rotworm boss can easily be killed by a lower level character. The boss can hit up to I think 100. So it's not very strong, but since not many low level check bosses because of their slow movement, a high level can easily kill the boss in one hit with an ST, with a sudden death rune. Seems like someone is hunting here as well. The boss spawns in this location, right here in the big room in the middle. There's no boss here. You can also leave your low level characters here with a stealth ring, and you can log to them from time to time and check if the boss is there. Since the Rotworms don't see through invisibility, they will get no damage returned, and they can log out after about 10 seconds. So that is a smart way to not having to run these areas, if you're a lower level perhaps. So now we're very far north of Liberty Bay, so we're gonna head down to the boat. Sorry. We're now heading over to Darashia for the last Rotworm boss spawn of the White Pale. See if we're lucky enough to find it today. So when you are in Darashia, just head west. There's 4 different Rotworm spawns in Darashia. 2 are located to the west, and 2 are located to the north. We're gonna pick the closest west one, because that's where the White Pale has a chance to spawn. So we will use, it's already open, so someone is probably hunting here as well. Gonna head further down here, down this hole. This is the location of where the White Pale usually spawns, but I like checking a bit north and a bit south of the place. Right down here, so no boss. We have covered all the 3 Rotworm boss spawns of the White Pale, so we may now leave Darashia. There is a vampire boss as well as a worm boss, but since the worm boss is pretty dangerous to check, I usually don't, and it's a long run, I usually don't check it. But if you would like to check it, it can be found in the 2nd floor of the worm spawn in Drefia. The boss is called Tern, and it's an elder worm look-alike boss. Right, so we are gonna head to Venor and then over to Carlin. Whilst in Colin, there is only one boss that I usually check, or boss respawns, and that's the Yetis. The Yetis are located in Folda. So when you get to Carlin, head north, and then head northwest till you see there is a boat there that will take you to Folda. Say hi, passage, Folda, yes. Now we're on the island of Folda. The Yetis usually spawn around here, this area, so you should always come here and continue south. Just cover as much of the area as you think you need. And I'm nearly at the bottom without any Yetis. I usually like to go a bit north and west, but it seems the Yetis are still resting, so we will be leaving Folda. The Yetis have a super rare drop of bunny slippers. I'm not really sure of the value of the bunny slippers, but I will estimate to about 10 or 9 to 15 kk, 9 to 15 million. I'm gonna put on a time ring, which makes me faster. Keep in mind, this is I'm not showing all the rare spawn bosses. There is a lot more in Tibia. I'm covering the most valuable ones, and those I check daily. I recommend you, if you're looking to find a rare boss, you should check at least 2 to 4 times a day. If you're looking to find a boss, usually 1 is not enough. If you have the time, try to do at least 2 or 3. We're done here, so we're heading over to Swarground. Head south of the boat and then head up north. To use this boat that I'm gonna use now, you have to have completed the Barbarian test quest, as well as have completed 1 mission with Isken. Tell him hi, passage, yes, and you will be teleported here. This is the spawn of the next rare boss. It's called what is it called? Okiele or something. However, this boss is it's a boss that spawns without, a server raid warning. It's random, and yeah, it spawns around here, so you need to check this regularly if you want to find him. You can head south here. There we go. Here is the Ice Golem Cave. Here is also another rare boss spawn, which is for the Ice Golem boss. I usually want to cover the whole area, so I start from the bottom and I rotate north around the corners, try to see where every Ice Golem is, and also keep the battle up, because you might not see the name of the boss, but you can see it in the battle list. Seems there's only Ice Golems here today, so the boss is still resting. And we may now leave the spawn. So go to this Nilser, ask him for a passage. Tell him yes. Now head to Tipo. head south of the depot and go to this boat. To use this boat, you've only needed to complete the Barbarian test quest, which takes about 5 minutes. Go to Boddle, tell him hi, passage, Barbarian camp. Yes. Oh, he took me the wrong way. He took me to Okolir. So I ask him again, hi, passage, Barbarian camp. Yes. Now he took me to the right place. This guy is a bit drunk, it seems like. And we're at the right place now. The boss we're heading to is the Ice Witch boss, which can, in my opinion, it can drop one of the coolest of the rares. It's the Trapped Lightning, and its estimated value is somewhere around 5 to 12 kk, I would say, 5 to 12 million. So head down to the cave of the Ice Witches and Ice Golems and Crystal Spiders. This can be a very strong boss, so be prepared to fight. In case you find the boss, you may also want to call a friend to come and help you. So head down here and then head to the middle of this place. This is where you will find the boss. It usually also spawns with picks around this place, and to be able to kill the boss you need to take a pick, run to this place and smash the pick in that electric sparks, then go to the other side and do the same. Let's see if we can get through here. I believe there's one here as well. There is not. Okay. So you only need to take the pick and hit it in that other wall, and then you may attack the boss. It's nearly the same as the Schlag, you know, the Bog Raider boss we spoke about, when you have to use the smoking coals to weaken him. It's basically the same here, but you have to use the pick on the wall. There will be also a lot of on the monsters, as well, like witches, ice witches and stuff. So you have to be prepared with supplies. So now we're gonna head back to the city and check for the last boss. I check in Swarground, which is the man in the cave. This is a man in the cave that will rope you up at a certain spot if he is spawned. But first we need to head back to the city, so we're gonna use the boat again. Down here to Boddle again. Hi, passage, Swarground. Yes, great. He took us to the right place. Now head west of Swarground City to the barriers here. There you go. Over the barriers and head north. Here. Keep going up. You need to have the levitation spell if you don't have parcels. Seems like someone has took some parcels, so we will use the levitation spell. Head south of where you ended up and go down here. Map. Head north. You see already marked where he actually can rope us up, so we're gonna head over there. This is the man in the cave, and he can drop a fur cap, which is worth about 1 to 3 kk, I would say. Could perhaps get a bit more. So this is the spot where you should stand, and if you get roped up, it means he's here. So just keep checking either this spot or this spot. Seems like the boss is not spawned, or the rare is not spawned. Man in the cave, so we will head out. Sleep there. Now we are done in the majority of the boss checking. We will be heading to one of my favorite cities, Venor, to check the Demodras, if he is spawned. That's the Dragon Lord boss that can drop that will drop the Dragon Claw, I think it's called. There is also a monk boss that spawns there, but you can only access the island if you're a druid as well. Yeah, there's only them two bosses I check in Venor. We're back to the boat. Tell him hi, Venor. Yes. Now head to the southwest gate of Venor. The gate you head to when you're about to move to Thais or Plains of Havoc, Pits of Inferno, etc. Wherever you recognize it as. Let's just keep it Southgate for now. So keep running towards Plains of Havoc. So we're heading south. It's a pretty long run. You can see I have it marked on my map. It's just west of the temple. This is the Dragon Lord spawn, or the Dragon Lord boss, the Demodra spawn. This spawn is right here. There's the temple, and we're right between these two mountains. There you can see there's a small hole here. You can pick that and go down. And keep going down. Boss have a chance to spawn down here. It's a Dragon Lord boss, keep in mind. Seems like it's not spawned. We're gonna go ahead and kill these dragons. There's only Dragon Lords and dragons, so see if we looked at anything. No. Just a royal spear. There's also a daily spawn of a talon here, and I love talons, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. So no boss spawn here, and we're gonna head up. Head up from this cave, go up. Now we're gonna head to the other one, the other boss, Fernfang, which I told you only druids can access. Because it's a monk. It's a monk boss that has the chance of dropping a wooden whistle. It's a very cool item that spawns wolves, I believe, on use. And its value is a lot. This is where you enter the spawn, and he should be around here. He looks like a monk. So it seems like he's not here today. So you head down in his hole and then into the teleport, and you're out again. I'll mark this on my map so it's easier for me to see. So it's these two spawns right here, and you can see that the temple is just here. So we're done checking in Venor. We are going to head to my last city of checking, and that's Port Hope. I've already got the mount. It's the Midnight Panther we're going to check, as well as the Hydra boss, but the Midnight Panther can also drop Panther Paw and the Panther Head, I believe, unkilled. Since I have only found one and I tamed that one, I would love to get the items from the Midnight Panther. So that's why I still check them. So let's head back to the southwestern gate of Fëanor. Then head up to the boat. Here we go. So high. Fort Hope. Yes. Here we go. Now you head east of the boat and north. Go down this place, over the bridge. You will meet Imbolc here, tell him hi, east. And it will cost you 7 gold to travel east. And you can run to this place, but I usually take the boat because it's faster. And now head straight into the jungle, heading east towards Ankramon. This boss can be very strong, can hit up to 100-200, so if you're coming with a noob I don't recommend coming with a noob character that can't heal more than the boss hits. The first spawn is marked, all of the 3 spawns are marked in a map. It looks like a triangle, so the first spawn is here. A map click, and we'll see if he's here. He can be invisible, so give it some time before you actually leave the spawn. He might be on his way, but he is invisible. So I usually just stand still here for a sec. That's the tiger, that's not him. Seems like he's not here. So we will head over to the next spawn, passing the bridge west of us. Now over, we're gonna head to a spawn, which is also marked on the map. There's some Caniphilas and other monsters here, which should not be a problem for someone in my level. And I usually just check around here, see if I missed something. It looks like not. The boss seems to not be here. So we will be heading to the 3rd and last spawn of the Midnight Panther. Boss checking is a very good way of making easy money if you have the patience. It only takes about, what does it take to me to check all the bosses? Around half an hour, I believe, to check the bosses. Half an hour, 35 minutes to check all the bosses I want to, which is nearly everyone, which is worth checking. So even if you only do it, well, there's also a random Hydra spawn, only one here, so be careful if you're low level. You can only, if you want, you can only, check the bosses once. And if you're lucky, you will stumble across one boss, and there you have some free money if you're lucky to loot something from the boss. It's also a very nice feeling to find the boss. This is the spawn where I found my panther, which I'm riding on. Seems like there is no boss. I'll go deep in here. The panther is not here. Okay. So now we have covered all the 3 locations of the Midnight Panther, and we are gonna head out to the last boss that I usually check. it's the Hydra boss. This boss will need a team to kill, probably. It's since Hydras are already pretty strong, and this boss is stronger and spawns a lot of them. Head north here. They usually know the Hydra spawn here in Port Hope. Since it also spawns a lot of Hydras, it's very difficult to kill alone. So head into the spawn, go down, head up again. Be careful here. I'm just gonna run through because I'm level 228, so it's okay for me. But here is where it spawns, usually south. If there's a lot of monsters here, it usually is here. The Hydra is gray or black colored, and every Hydra here is green, so it's not here. If you were to find the boss, you should call at least one friend to come help you. I'm not sure of the healing power of the Hydra boss, but I would say you at least should be 2 people. So this movie is leaning towards its end. I hope I've given you clear instructions and shown you where the bosses I check usually spawns. If you like this video, I would suggest you to head towards www.tbsstream.com to check out more of our videos that's going to be uploaded, covering quests, news articles, etc. You can also find very many cool streams if you're bored and want to watch something. So yeah, www.tbsstream.com. That's the place to be. So I'm gonna head back to the Edron. That's my favorite city, and also where our house is. So we're gonna go to the boat. Let's see now. Running. A lot of running and boss checking. Down here. And into the house soon. Here we go. Yes, our house. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.